Hello there, Star Wars fans, and welcome back to another Rebelscum.com video review. And today we are reviewing the new Black Series Doc Ondor from Galaxy's Edge. Yes, Doc Ondor, that Doc Ondor from, you guessed it, Doc Ondor's shop at Galaxy's Edge at Black Spire's Outpost. That really cool store you've been walking into for a few years now and getting Sith and Jedi holocrons, as well as other cool Jedi and Sith and some Imperial related artifacts and gear and lightsabers and things. Well, this is the guy whose store you've been walking in this whole time, and you probably wouldn't have guessed, he's an Ithorian. This is a pretty cool and big deal for Black Series collectors because this is the first Ithorian figure that we have in Black Series 6-inch scale, which is kind of odd also that we got a character that we hadn't really seen before we got some other more famous Ithorians in the Black Series 6-inch scale, like Moba Nadon, for example. And Moba Nadon's probably the main go-to because he's really the first Ithorian we see in Star Wars. However, he has been recently pipelined and is coming soon to the Black Series 6-inch scale line. So you and New Hope Cantina fans are going to have your Moba Nadon very, very soon. And I can't wait to add him to my own collection as well. But anyway, today we are talking about Doc Ondor. And here he is in the packaging. I kind of dig the box art for this figure right here. I really like it and like how it's in the same packaging style as a lot of the other Galaxy's Edge pieces and merch that you can find in his very store. On the front, you've got some interesting black and white artwork of Doc Ondor. On the side, you've got some of that crate texture paneling, as is on the side of many packages in Galaxy's Edge. On this side, you get to see Doc Ondor as well as the accessories he comes with, and he comes with some really cool accessories. On the back, you've got an image of the figure holding some of those accessories. And my absolute favorite part of the packaging, yeah, you already know what's coming. It does have a flap, much like some of the more recent comic pack figures, and just like some of the more recent comic pack figures, it's pretty dumb. Just don't do a flap. Just don't do a flap. If you're not going to do a window, don't do a flap. I don't need to see a picture of the figure I'm getting when I already have sufficient pictures of the figure I'm getting on the outside of the box. You know, we've gone over this. I don't need to go into this rant again, but yeah, you know I don't like that. You do get a brief bio right there. There are some words and things, which is pretty cool. Doc Ondor is an infamous collector who buys, sells, and trades rare and valuable relics in his den of antiquities in Black Spire Outpost. A mysterious Ithorian, Doc Ondor is sought after for his knowledge and connections. And I really hope we actually get to see Doc Ondor appear on screen, as well as the rest of Galaxy's Edge appear on screen in Star Wars at some point. That's been long overdue. Let's be honest here. That has been long overdue. At the very least, the Mandalorian with Grogu should have had a side quest there or something at this point, in my opinion. But stay tuned. Who knows? Maybe we'll see it on screen at some point in the future. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the packaging of Doc Ondor. And here is Doc Ondor out of the packaging, and he looks awesome. Not bad for the first Ithorian figure in Black Series 6-inch scale. Probably my favorite Ithorian figure that we have, period, so far. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Moba Nadon. He's cool. He's got a decent design. But between the two, I prefer Roaring Korob, the Jedi Ithorian from the Tartakovsky Clone Wars, which hopefully will be coming soon now that we're getting Ithorians. I also kind of hope we get a Mayor Mok Shai's from Book of Boba Fett, because there are some similarities between their design, aside from them both just being Ithorians, of course. And here is the first amongst some of the most famous Ithorians in Black Series form. His head is on a ball joint. You get really good movement on that head. You get to see his gills right there, which is also his mouth, by the way. Some interesting textures on the upper part of his neck. The eyes look really, really good there. You even have a hood as part of his little robes there, which you can kind of get over his head just a little bit, which is kind of a cool part of his design because he's obsessed with the Jedi and Sith and collects their artifacts and things. So it makes sense that he would want to steal their look too. I like all the little things hanging off of his necklace here, which is a separate accessory that you could technically remove if you like. Soft rubbery plastic on this outer part of his robe. I like the blue sash as well. Cloth goods on the rest of his outfit. His shoulders are also fully articulated. You can get them all the way around. Single jointed elbows. Doesn't feel like there's an upper bicep joint there. You've got this cool little wrap on his wrist right here. Unique hands on that side. You also have that unique little wrap on his right arm right there. Waist. Hips. Although his leg articulation is kind of restricted from this part of his robe right here, but at least it's cloth good. So you got hips, upper thigh, single jointed knees, and ankle joints, and even his legs are uniquely articulated as well, and I fully see a lot of this mold carrying over to Moma Nadon and any other Black Series Ithorians that we get in the near future, and it makes sense that it would. I don't see Hasbro really needing to drastically remold this figure to create the other Ithorian figures in the Black Series line in the future, just because, well, mold-wise, they are going to be very, very similar because they look very, very similar. So, yeah. He comes with some other really awesome accessories. This cool and mysterious-looking sword. I'm honestly not sure where this sword is from. If somebody recognizes this sword from something, please let me know in the comments, but I do not recognize this sword, and it's very, very cool. He does come with an old Phase 1 Clone Trooper helmet, which is all dirty and old and worn. I love this accessory. This helmet looks so, so cool. And honestly, I'm down for Hasbro just subtly releasing more and more just helmets, just accessory helmets on the side for our characters who like to collect helmets in Star Wars canon, like Ezra Bridger, for example. He also comes with not only the second release of a Jedi Holocron in Black Series 6-inch scale, but the first properly colored Jedi Holocron in Black Series 6-inch scale in the classic translucent blue with gold trim, which we did get the first one with Cal Kestis. However, it was translucent green with gold trim. Not that I dislike the green. I do like the green. However, the blue is better, and typically we see them blue, not green. I could see if they had done more like a teal or cyan color, but I just don't see the light green working as well as this does. Regardless, I like having two different holocrons. They both look very, very cool, but I do like this one better. And the first ever Sith holocron in Black Series 6-inch scale. Look how awesome that is. They nailed it. Now, I hope we see this released with another figure at some point in the future. It definitely should have come with Old Master, and Old Master definitely should not have been at gaming grades. It should have been in the Rebels Phase 4 packaging, but it is what it is. Regardless, I would like to see this with a future Maul or another future Sith figure release. That would be very, very cool, but I'm glad we at least finally have a proper Sith holocron in Black Series 6-inch scale. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to today's review featuring the new Black Series Galaxy's Edge exclusive Doc Ondor figure, the first Black Series 6-inch scale Ithorian character that we have gotten. And it was a strange first choice because, again, it just makes the most sense for Moma Nadon to have been the first Ithorian to be released because he's the first one we see on screen. He's a classic character. And, you know, maybe down the road we'll get a Kenner card version where he's renamed Hammerhead and has the teal, cyan outfit as well. That would be very cool in the future. But I am glad that they started us off with a really cool figure, and you can pick yours up on ShopDisney. I think they're still available on ShopDisney, and if they're not still available on ShopDisney, well, you can pick it up at Doc Ondor's Shop of Antiquities at Black Spire Outpost on Batuu. Stay tuned for more Black Series reviews. Check out some of our other content here on Rebelscum.com. Like and subscribe, follow us on social media, and make sure you check the website every single day for daily content, toy news, reviews, and more. Check out our sister website for non-Star Wars content, CoolToyReview.com. Subscribe to that YouTube channel as well as the Bay 12 YouTube channel for more non-Star Wars toy reviews and content. If you're looking for some cool Star Wars toys and merch, make sure you check out Order 66 Toys every Friday night on the Order 66 Facebook page for their weekly Friday night live sale at 7 p.m. Central Time. They do ship all around the world. In case you're local to Plano, Texas, check them out inside Order 66 Multiverse in the shops at Willow Bend Mall. Don't forget to catalog this guy as well as other Black Series figures and characters on collectorsoracle.com. And if you're not on collectorsoracle.com, well, it's our new archival website where you can not only check out a cool action figure archive of Black Series DC and more, but also you can sign up for a free account and catalog these figures in your own collection, as well as figures that you want for yourself in the future that you can share with family and friends alike. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. May the Force be with all of you, you Rebel scum.